Really excited to talk to you a little bit about the full stack program, the flagship program, and sort of what the students go through, and maybe take us right into that first project.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a 13-week immersive program. They spend 6 weeks learning the material that we want them to know for the senior phase. And then in the senior phase, it's much more project-based. They start off kind of developing their own type of Amazon for a little while. Then whenever they get done with that, they switch to a hackathon type model where they spend one intense weekend just doing something amazing. And then for the rest of the time, for about 2.5 weeks, they work on these capstone projects. And this group of capstone projects is really, really impressive. The next 12 are, I'm really excited to see them. And the first one is it's an immersive 3-dimensional environment where you can build with blocks.
Oh, awesome. Let's see it.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. This is Steven, Cheryl, Graham, and I'm Samer. We are the creators of SpaceCraft. SpaceCraft is a game that allows you to create essentially anything you can imagine out of building blocks. Think Lego meets Minecraft. The motivation behind this was to have some kind of online platform where you and your friends could link up and create something awesome together. So with that brief introduction, let's play SpaceCraft and create a world. As a player, you can add a block, delete a block, drag a block from one position to another, and choose from a huge variety of colors for those blocks. I'm sure you can see how with enough time you can really let your creations run wild. But what good would these beautiful creations be if you couldn't share them with your friends? To get a better sense of SpaceCraft's capabilities, let's explore some existing worlds. There's everything from Pokemon block art to 3D models of ancient ruins to elaborate mazes and so much more. Now that you have a better understanding of what SpaceCraft is, Steven's going to talk a bit about how it was built.
Thanks, Samer. Everything you've seen so far was rendered using Three.js. Three.js made rendering 3D objects simple and straightforward. However, it did not have the controls that we were looking to implement. We wanted an omnidirectional camera that could be easily controlled with just your mouse without locking it to a fixed position. There are 2 built-in modules in Three.js that had the functionality we were looking for, but the way they utilized the mouse conflicted with one another. We wanted to combine the functionality, and this proved to be very challenging because the mouse moves on a 2-axis plane and we needed it to interact with the 3D space. To solve this, we extrapolated the 3rd axis, the z-index, for the mouse based on the position of the camera. In doing so, we were able to create a hybrid control system that's both intuitive and easy to use. Up next is Cheryl to talk about multiplayer.
Thank you, Steven. Once we had the core functionality of our games built, we focused on implementing a multiplayer interface for a better game experience for our users. In order to do this, we decided to use Firebase real-time database. Not only does it handle user authentication for us, it also stores securely our users' information and game data. It also enables users to seamlessly interact with our game object cubes and provides real-time feedback while users are collaborating with others, building together in the same world. For example, when a player is dragging a block or moving his or her avatar, the position of the cube and the avatar, even the direction at which the avatar is looking at, are promptly updated in a database and reflected upon every participating player's world. All this can be attributed to Firebase real-time capacity, and we were able to build this engaging gameplay which we envisioned for our players of SpaceCraft. Now I'll hand over to Graham to talk about a unique feature of our game.
Thanks, Cheryl. We wanted the players to feel like their worlds had a life of their own. So, we needed a cube that would react to a player's actions. We decided to make a water cube that did exactly that. To construct the water cube, first, we made a source that would only be able to flow so far. Next, we needed to make a rule set on how the cube would update to its surroundings. But we ran into a problem. We needed the water to update as a unit. We couldn't have one branch streaming off too fast. So we designed a graph to put the water in and developed an algorithm to traverse that graph level by level to update the water in the correct order. Water became an immersive experience to allow the player's creations to come to life. So, what are you waiting for? Come check out our game, SpaceCraft, at playspacecraft.com. Thanks for watching.
hand of just making that, the whole experience possible in such a short time. So very impressive. And yeah, great job.
Awesome. 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, there were a lot of challenges they overcame, and they've done a really great job bringing starting from just can I put a block somewhere to this, and bringing it from an idea into fruition.
Yeah. Before we go into the next one, I think we were muted for a second there. Sorry about that. Make sure you like the post, like their pinned comment if you'd like to vote for SpaceCraft.